What's up, y'all? What's up, guys? Today's video is gonna be just chill, very simple.
Hey, so I forgot to do my nails before this video, so let's just ignore them. Okay, thanks.
I'm tired. I realize I never do like actual makeup tutorials. I never really show y'all how I do my makeup, and I just wanted to do that today. I just wanted to do like an updated everyday makeup look. This is the face that I put on just on a regular day. You know, this is what I look like. I am gonna start with lip balm because who child. So this is, by the way, this is from Milk Makeup. This is the Kush Lip Glaze. I don't know what color this is. It's just like the clear one, or I mean, it's green. You know what I mean. Anyway, this is just a regular face, y'all. This is my everyday look. This is what I wear to the office. This is what I wear to run errands. If I have a Zoom meeting, if I have someone coming over, this is what I'm gonna look like. Let's just get started. I'm gonna show you guys how I apply my everyday face, and then I'm gonna show you guys like products that I've been liking for, you know, just an everyday look. Let's do it. So I'm going to start with primer. I always wear primer. Sometimes I wear primer by itself just to kind of give me a smoothed out look. I have a lot of texture, you know. This one is from Cover FX and it's the blurring primer. Really, I just use anything like blurring or pore filling or just anything that's going to help me look like smoother, a little bit more even. By the way, I have a zit patch here. I'm going to take it off in a minute. This zit, y'all, came out of nowhere. Aren't I too old to be having zit? Anyway, the next thing I'm going to go with is this. This is from Fenty Beauty. I actually mentioned this in my favorites. This is the Bright Fix Eye Brightener. I have mine in Deep Butter. Anyway, so I'm just going to squeeze like a dot of this in here. I want to be careful because I always apply too much. And I did again. Anyway, I normally just take my finger and kind of blend it out, but I focus it on the inner corners because that's where I'm like the darkest. I'm not trying to look like totally made up or like, you know, but you can see a difference here. It does brighten quite a bit, but it still looks natural. Like my eyes are just like that, you know? I feel like they appear darker sometimes too because when I gain weight, which I've gained weight, my cheeks are more prominent, which makes my eyes look a little bit more sunken than they actually are. Gotta love that weight gain. Anyway, I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. I know it looks a little bit like too bright or like a reverse raccoon, but you know, you gotta trust the process. All right, I'm gonna take this number out. Y'all see this? This is ridiculous. I'm too old. Anyway, next I'm gonna go in with a skin tint. I've actually been testing out a shit ton of skin tints. I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna totally do a video. I'm gonna show y'all all my favorite skin tints. It's gonna be a thing, okay? But for right now, I'm actually testing this one from Ilia. This is the Super Serum Skin Tint. It has SPF 40, niacinamide, squalene, and hyaluronic acid. I've been loving this. I'm actually in the shade ST12. It's actually funny because I went to Sephora on Mother's Day and tried to pick this up. And I'm sorry, but I never let Sephora employees help me. I hate it when they try to help me. Especially like if you don't have any pigmentation in your skin, I'm sorry, but you can't help me. And they're always trying to, by the way, I'm just going to rub this in with my hands. I feel like, I just like it that way. Anyway, I just feel like if you've got no pigmentation, you have no business trying to help me shade match at Sephora. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went in, I was looking at the shades, I went to go pick up my phone to see, you know, what I felt might work for me using the shade match thing on the website. And just as I was doing that, this kid walks up and he is just, bless his heart. I get he was trying to help, but no. Anyway, he picked out a shade for me that was 5 shades too light. He gave me ST7. Honey. I don't know if it's the lighting in Sephora or if it's me or if it was him because ST7 and my shade is ST12. You guys, I came home with that shade and tried it. No ma'am. No, ma'am. Anyway, I'm gonna go in and cover our friend with a little concealer just because, you know, he's not welcome. You know what I'm saying? By the way, I use the Kosas concealer. I'm in the shade 7. I do feel like I prefer that concealer when I'm like using it to spot conceal just because I feel like it has more of a natural finish. It's luminous. It still has coverage, you know? Anyway, I'm going to set with this Born This Way ethereal setting powder from Too Faced. I normally just use a dry sponge. I don't wet my sponges anymore, y'all. I don't know who I am. Anyway, I kind of start on my cheek and work my way up to my eye just because I don't want like a shit ton of powder under my eye. I feel like it looks a little bit more natural that way, and it also kind of helps to fill in those pores on my cheeks because they're there. Them bitches are there. And I only really set like the center of my face where I know a bitch is greasy, you know? And I don't use a lot of powder, but you know, I use enough to kind of set it down and make sure that it's not moving. This skin tint is like extremely luminous, which I mean, y'all know I like to look greasy anyway, but it's a little bit too much. I do feel like if I were to put a mask on, it would just slide right off, which is why I set it down with a powder very lightly. This makeup look is not going to be like transfer proof. It's not going to be a makeup look that's going to not rub off or transfer onto your mask if you're taking your mask on and off, but it will wear off gracefully, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not like a full face, so if like the lower part of your face rubs off, it's not that big of a deal. It's not going to be too noticeable, you know. That's why I go for lighter coverage, because if you have a full coverage face on and half of your face rubs off, you're going to be able to tell. Anyway, for bronzer, I'm going to go in with this Kosas Cloud Set Powder. This is in the shade Softly. I talked about this in my favorites video also. I just like this again because it's just very lightweight. It does the job, but also it's like sheer enough to where it looks like I'm not really wearing anything. And I just like how it blends out on my face. I do have to go back and get like my face powder. Wait. I have to go back and get my face shade in this powder just because I do feel like if I were to just put on like a skin tint and then like set it with this powder instead of like a setting powder, I feel like it would look better. Anyways, I don't normally wear blush on days like these, so I just do a little bit of bronzer just to kind of like add color and dimension back into my face. And then I add just like a hint of highlight. Again, talked about this in my favorites. Y'all know what's up. I'm actually going to go in with this middle shade at the top. This has been like my favorite. And I'm just going to very lightly, because this is intense, you know? Just to kind of add that glow back in after setting my face. I do feel like I've been, you know, really going for this look almost every day. Actually, I've been trying to get up and do my makeup. I've been going through a rough time, personally, really. And it's just been hard. You know, it's been hard to just get up in the morning. And I feel like because I work from home, Gavin goes to school at home, there really is never any reason for us to get dressed. And I'll be honest, Gavin will wear pajamas with just a hoodie on during class. It's not my proudest moment, but it happens, okay? It happens almost every day. I'm just having a rough time, y'all. Anyway, let's do our eyebrows because I look weird. I've been really loving this e.l.f. one. Talked about this in my favorites also. I just like that it looks like super natural. And on days like this where I'm just wearing like not really a full face, like kind of a full face, but it looks like my face type thing, you know? Like I'm not trying to go for like a bold brow or anything. I'm just trying to fill in like sparse areas so that my brows don't look like they're falling out from stress, you know? Anyway, I feel like it's been, you know, a long time coming. I feel like everybody's finally getting back to normal a little bit, you know. I'm fully vaccinated at this point, so we can like leave the house and like do things, but I just don't, you know. I just feel like I don't feel motivated to like do things right now, you know, and I'm like trying to stay upbeat, which is why I put on a face. I may be wearing sweatpants, but I have on a full face. And I know for like people that work from home, it's actually suggested that you do get up every day and like put clothes on and like get ready like you're still going to like an office, but I'm sorry, I'm just not that person. First of all, I hate waking up early, okay? So like working from home, I'm not getting up, you know? Like, I mean, I start work at 8 a.m. and I set my alarm at 8 a.m. I literally roll out of bed, make a cup of coffee, and go to the couch, which is now my office, you know? I'm gonna add in just a little bit of brow gel to kind of hold my hairs, you know, up. I feel like when I do that, my brows look fuller, even though they're literally, I feel like my brows are falling out. I kind of want to try like a brow serum or like an eyelash serum because I feel like my brows and my eyelashes just aren't what they used to be. You know, I feel like the older that I get, the thinner they get. And, you know, I'm not feeling it. Anyway, that was the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. I love that brow gel. I want to say it's like the only brow gel that actually holds my hairs up. Anyway, I am going to put a little bit of eyeshadow on. It's going to be like a one eyeshadow look and we're going to be done because I just don't have the patience. But I do feel like it kind of brings everything together. I'm actually going to go in with this Visart matte eyeshadow palette. It's the neutral matte eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to go in with this. I feel like just adding something just all over the lid and like blending it out into the crease just makes it look like you tried. So I'm just going to put this like all over my lid and then I'm going to blend it out. I'm also just going to take a little bit and add it to the lower lash line just so that there's like symmetry, you know? Okay, for mascara, I'm actually going to go in with this one from Pat McGrath. You know what? This is like my favorite mascara right now. This is the Fetish Eyes mascara. So I'm just going to throw on a couple coats of this. I'm always that girl that gets mascara all over her lid. I'm too aggressive, you know? I need to calm down. Anyway, I'm going to set my face real quick. This is the Smashbox Primer Water. It's a set and refresh spray. I actually really like this. You can see it's almost out. I feel like I never talk about setting sprays because I rarely set my face, but I've actually been using this a lot lately, and I've had it for a while, but, you know, never really did anything with it. But I feel like it does make your makeup stick, if that makes any sense. It's supposed to be like a primer, but I do it after, and it's almost like it seals everything in and keeps my makeup on for longer, which is nice when I'm wearing a skin tint because they do wear off easier than like a full coverage foundation would, you know? And it also kind of just melts all the powders into my face. You know, the bronzer, the powder that I use to set down my face, all of that, you know, all of that. Anyway, so normally I would stop here and just rock lip balm, but I do have like a lip that I would wear on an everyday basis. This is the lip that I would wear to like meetings and stuff. I wouldn't normally wear a lip out because masks, you know. Anyway, so for lips. Now, normally I always go in with this lip liner. This is like my favorite lip liner. It's like the best nude ever for me. This is from Ace Beauty. It's the Be Peachy lip liner. So I'm going to line my lips with this. I do kind of fill in my lips a little bit with this lip liner. Anyway, and then I normally top it with this Tower 28 lip gloss. This is the Shine On Lip Jelly in the shade Cashew. I talked about this in my favorites also. Y'all are going to be like, shut up already. I just feel like this gloss is just so easy to wear, you know? It's like comfortable and it feels like a lip balm. Anyway, that's it. That's my like everyday face. This is what I would wear to like meetings, or if just I'm going to hang out with somebody, you know, if I have to leave the house for any reason and may possibly run into my future husband, you know, I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, and subscribe and stay tuned, you know. Sorry, can you please lay down? I can't keep filming with you like this, okay? Just lay down. And I'm just gonna put like, oh, I still have primer here. You know, it would help if I did this like with a mirror. Is that an eye booger? Ew. That would be me though, like showing y'all a close up of my eyes with an eye booger. I said that